Hello, it's Daisy, and today I'm not gonna do a whole lot of coding because I just had a real bad headache earlier, so I took some acetaminophen PM, and now I feel better. But I'm real sleepy now, but that's fine because it's like 2 a.m. and I need to start to get into bed earlier anyway. And plus with the melatonin, I'm going to be a bit too drowsy for anything. But this is just a quick update though. I decided, I'd still check out my code that I was working on yesterday and trying to figure out what was wrong. And I fixed it. I just kind of tried, instead of saying is not int, I used the doesn't equal operator, and I don't know if this part was necessary, but I put all of the 3 different stats in parentheses separately. So now it's like if type strength doesn't equal int, or intelligence doesn't equal int, or type charisma doesn't equal int. And it printed that smiley face. We finally got that smile. So I fixed this. I just real quick before bed wanted to have one look at it. I was planning on I was just gonna skip streaming today or recording a video, which I didn't want to do, but you can't. There's gonna be some days where I can't show up, and this is kind of one day. But I wanted to keep the habit going, and just since I fixed this off stream, without recording it, I wanted to give a quick update since I fixed it, and just to show I didn't do zero coding today. I also I went back to brilliant.org because they've updated it a couple times. There's a couple new courses on there, so I was checking those out. So I did a couple of the free lessons they let you do in a day. So I did a little bit of learning today and a little bit of coding, but I think that's probably gonna be it for today. I gotta get to bed. But that's a win-win-win as far as I'm concerned. I fixed my code. I did some tutorials anyway, off stream, and on my phone, and I am gonna probably get to bed tonight earlier than usual, so everything's looking pretty good. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to do. But now, next time or tomorrow, I can get started on the rest of this code since I finally figured that issue out. And we're starting off March. On a good note. It's technically the 1st of March at 2 a.m. That's good news. Everything's looking pretty good so far. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this all finished up tomorrow and we can start looking at the rest of this course. I'm gonna real quick check it out. I don't know why I like looking at the future things that I might get finished soon. There's only 3 things left for this, so once I'm done with this RPG creator, we can just do this review and this quiz, and then we're getting into loops and sequences. Oh my, there's a few things I gotta get to reading. But yeah. Oh, and this whole section's kind of short. I feel like it shouldn't be too hard to get through all this. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and it just goes to show that the other night, not only was I tired, but I was tired, so it's getting good sleep is good and can help you solve issues, but sometimes you really just need to sleep on it. If you all the thought that you put into it, and all the contemplating and trying to figure out what was wrong with my code, and I couldn't think of anything. And then I think that kind of paid off, because once I got sleep and then came back to this code, I just instantly figured it out in a minute. I figured out exactly what was going on. So I'm gonna try to keep that in mind in the future. If I'm thinking really hard about how to fix a code that's not working. It's even if I can't think of a solution, all of that time spent thinking is not, it's not time wasted, because it's your brain takes all of that thinking and puts it all together when you sleep, and then you come back refreshed. And there's a lot of science showing that a lot of the time when you're working through something mental like this, it's good to just kind of stare at the wall for a second. Not like literally stare at the wall, but just take your mind off of it and let your mind wander. That's why people have like shower thoughts, is because like you can't, even before we had like smartphones, people would like bring a book when they sat on the toilet or something, because it's just, it's tough to just not stimulate your mind at all and just have nothing, so you just have to sit and think. But the shower is one of the few places that like completely forces that on you. You can't bring your phone in there, you can't bring a book in there, there's just not much to distract you. And that's why there's the famous shower thoughts, which isn't just like a fun meme. It's like tons of like inventors and scientists and stuff from history like thought of things while either like it came from a dream, or it was while they were just thinking about nothing. They'd take a walk, or like, and I mean, now it's hard to take a walk without distracting yourself, because we have like earphones and we can listen to music or podcasts or whatever. But yeah, just great mental moments of clarity tend to come from when you're just take a break from thinking really hard. You need to do a little bit of both. You need to think really hard, and then sometimes just let your brain, you just got to take breaks, basically. You got to take breaks from thinking for your brain to be able to think properly. Anyway, I'm just rambling on, but that's good, so that the video I post isn't going to be just like 2 minutes long. It's at least like something. Anyway, this code's done. I wasn't lazy today. I didn't skip a day of learning. I just kind of, it's going to be a little bit shorter. I should get to bed. Speaking of the benefits of sleeping and taking breaks, now's a good time to do that. So thanks for tuning in. See you later.